Would you like to be able to stake as little as 0.001 ETH as soon as it's possible on the Ethereum 2.0 blockchain? Then let me introduce you to Stakewise and Ethereum 2.0 staking pool. So Stakewise helps you earn ETH rewards with staking pools and non-custodial validators. They've got many different options. So if you don't have the 32 ETH available to run your own validator, or maybe you don't really want to deal with all the complicated aspects running your own validator, or you don't want to lock up your ETH for maybe the next 2 years, not being able to withdraw it, well, then a staking pool is definitely the way to go. And they've got many different options. So this is going to be a very short introduction of Stakewise, as I think it's a very promising way to be able to stake ETH as soon as it's possible. So this is the value that they're offering, and interest from ETH. By depositing ETH into Stakewise, you'll be able to participate in Ethereum 2.0's proof of stake consensus mechanism. Here are their value propositions, several staking strategies, maximum stability and uptime, real-time monitoring, and integration with your application. So you've got many different options. You can join a staking pool. This is definitely a viable option for people with less than 32 ETH. So here you can join with as little as 0.001 ETH. The users can cancel their deposits before the pool is filled, so you can change your decision. And the other thing that's very interesting is that the variable staking duration starts from 1 month. So you can lock up the ETH for 1 month, and if afterwards you change your mind, you can remove the ETH. And how that's done, I can tell you in a little bit. Then what you can also do is you can stake with friends. You can get a bunch of friends who have some ETH, and you can create your own pool. Also here, the minimum staking. What you can also do is you can cancel deposit before it's starts staking, and the pool manager can also decide how long the staking duration will be, which is great. You don't want people to just leave after 1 month. You might say, okay, the minimum staking duration is 6 months or 8 months, or whatever you want. And if you've got the 32 ETH available to be your own validator, but you don't really want to deal with all the complicated aspects of installing the validator on your system, making sure that it's online all of the time, then you can become your own validator, but through Stakewise. So if you got the 32 ETH, you can become your own validator. You've got the superior validator stability and uptime. That's what they guarantee you. You've got full control of the withdrawal key and validator exit with non-custodial staking. That means they don't have any control over your validator. And you've also got the option for validator transfer available when staking custodially. So this is definitely a big advantage over running your own validator. What that means, and I'll come to the next point, is that you won't have to have these 32 ETH locked up for maybe the next 2 years. You're going to be able to transfer this validator to someone else. And this is being made available through the validator transfer option. So I'll read this out. Ethereum 2.0 will not support validator withdrawals up until phase 2. And we're not really sure when phase 2 will be launched. It might be next year, at the end of next year, or maybe in 2 years. And if you're running the classic validator with maybe a Prism validator client, well, you have to wait 2 years before you can withdraw this ETH, unless another option becomes available. Now, with Stakewise, you're going to be able to transfer your validator to someone else that wants to become a validator. So validator's new owner skips the activation process and starts receiving rewards immediately. And validator's previous owner can withdraw the deposit immediately and will be able to collect the reward once phase 2 is launched. So Stakewise allows the current validator to match up with someone else who wants to become a validator, and that allows the current validators to exit the staking and withdraw their ETH. So this is fantastic. Now you can try all of this out. It's at the moment it's running on the Onyx testnet, but it will be transferring to the Medalla testnet soon. So it's very easy to try this out. You can connect, you can click on start. And when you click on start, you already see the different options that you've got here. You've got the pools for staking in a pool and for solo staking if you've got 32 ETH. And the whole test is running with girly ETH. So what you want to do is you can connect using either MetaMask or an injected Web3 wallet or Partis wallet. Now I'm using the Partis wallet, which uses an email. You can maybe search for some ways on how to install it. I think it's great way to test this out and see if this staking pool is something for you. Now, another good thing is when you connect with your wallet, you can click on the girly ETH button, and this opens up a testnet, and you can request the amount of ETH that you'd like. So maybe let's say I request 100 girly ETH. I'll click on confirm, and my Partis wallet will hopefully be receive some girly ETH that I can use in this dashboard. So I receive now 100 ETH in my wallet, and this will allow me to test the staking pool. So for example, this here is until phase 2. This public pool will be staking until phase 2 release. So this means that my deposited girly ETH would be locked up until phase 2. So what I can do is here I can click on add deposit. I can select amount. So let's say I'd like to stake 10 ETH. I can click on next. This is the recipient address. I can click on next. Sender address, recipient address, the amount is 10, and the staking duration onto phase 2. So my guess is that as soon as this is launched, you're going to have many different staking pools with different amounts of duration. So maybe 1 month, 6 months, and so on. And my other guess is that the longer that you lock up, the higher the rewards are going to be. So then I can just click on deposit, and my Partis wallet is going to open up. I have to confirm the payment. 10 ETH is valued at $3,191. It's not really valued that much, but because it's fake ETH. But if this would be real ETH, that would be the valuation. And this is the estimated fee. You can click on confirm, and this will send this girly ETH to the deposit address. My deposit has been sent, and it will take some time to confirm the transaction. As you can see, it's very easy to send some deposits and stake using Stakewise. Now, what your other options you've got is here, you can click on solo, and this is a viable option if you've got at least 32 ETH available. And then here you can create your own validator, and you can add a deposit. Here you have to have at least 32 ETH. So I think if you're interested in staking and you're looking for a staking pool, I recommend that you try this out. It's free. You can get some girly ETH, which is free to use, and you can try this dashboard out. So that would be this short introduction to Stakewise, and stay tuned because next week I'll be interviewing the founders of the Stakewise staking pool, and I'm very excited for that, and I'm sure you also find it very interesting. So with that said, I wish you a fantastic day. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.